Alright, I should be live. Let's see how this goes. First stream on the welcome back to YouTube, to socials in general, I guess. Oh my goodness. And we are live. Okay. I guess this will serve as a bit of a test stream of sorts. Let me turn up my volume a little bit on my microphone. And, ooh, that's too loud. Okay, wait. Okay, I think that is good. So, wow. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get back into streaming, back into making content. I wanted to do live series along sort of like I will be able to edit down videos at the same time that I am doing recordings where they're not live streamed, where you don't see the actual nitty and gritty of things like grinding or shiny hunting or EV training, things like that. I feel like Pokemon Rosen definitely is a hard game. If you're not used to the changes that some fan games make, or if you're not really used to seeing Fangame, or actually, I'm pretty sure this game also has every single battle as a double battle as well. So that's going to be really interesting. I got my butt absolutely handed to me when I was playing through this game, normally not on camera. I think it was the second or third gym that gave me the most trouble. I think it was so intense that it had to be nerfed. I think people kept complaining about it, oh, like, this is too hard. Man, I am just excited to tackle this. I think this is a patch where that gym in particular got nerfed. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to check in the Discord, but man, I am super stoked. So, for those unfamiliar with Pokemon fan games, this is Pokemon Rosen. I believe the download links are on Relic Castle. I need to update my my description. It's in my not playlist, excuse me. It's in my channel on the Discord. The link to it on Relic Castle. Yes, it is on Relic Castle. One moment while I update the description really quickly. And then I have to do the introduction for when I do edit this through. Oh boy, I miss this, not being prepared or just feeling anxious first time streaming. Or first time back in a long while, I guess. Alright. Should be YouTube Studio from mobile. For the meantime, while I'm getting that set up, I'm just really excited. I know I've said that a few times already, but for those watching the VOD, probably a while before or after the actual episode gets edited, the thumbnail is made and everything, it's gonna be really cool. I already have commissions in progress for other series that I'll be doing, and it's gonna be amazing. I have big plans to push out content on a regular enough basis, I would say. And with that, okay, so it's not YouTube Studio, or if it is, then I did it wrong. Yeah, I'm still learning how to work this over on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch a long while ago, and I did streams on YouTube a while back too for those newer to the channel watching this VOD, but it was from my phone, and I feel like that was way more, I guess, simplistic versus streaming on computer and also trying to edit things from your phone. Because on my phone, the stream hasn't even shown up yet. So I'm going to try to refresh the app. And hopefully that'll... No, it still isn't showing up. Okay. Very strange. I will put the link to the download if I can... Last time I remember when I was streaming over on Twitch, the actual process of updating the stream while you're live already was very tedious and sometimes wouldn't go through. So afterwards, and in the actual recording, when I edit this down for later, and it's in an episodic format, then I will have the download link in the description. And the name of the game is also there to the side. So I guess for now, because I can't seem to edit the description, for now, let's just get into it. Now let me unmute the game. Because this is a stream, it'll be more so nitty and gritty and more preparation, etc., etc. A specific YouTuber that does horror games, I'm trying to, I guess, emulate his style of video editing and how he does his content. Basically, he streams over on Twitch. I think sometimes on YouTube too, I'm not sure. But then he edits down his videos and has like a VOD channel alongside a clips channel, and then the main channel where the shortened videos are, or the mid-length to long videos are, but just edited down. Versus how live streams on the VOD channel are just like everything unedited and just there. So, especially because I'm getting back into things again. Okay, now that's very low. I think I turned the volume of the game itself in options to like 10. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. It's not too loud, but it's not too quiet. I think that's fine. I'll have to see later in the recording. I guess time for the introduction that I had thought of. Hey there, ladies, gents, non-binary individuals, and anyone and everyone who identifies otherwise and or in between. My name is Professor Fable, and here we are playing Pokemon Rosen. Now, this game is very interesting, to say the least. If you've not found out from the title of the video already, we are going to be trapped in a virtual reality. But as we're playing alongside this character, we won't intentionally be aware. And so, I think, off the rip, I would like you to just see this sort of cinematic introduction as we find out who this character is that we play as and go through the motions of amnesia. This is your on-the-spot reporter for reality TV, the biggest network operating across the globe. Some of you may have heard this story before, so feel free to sit back and relax. We're going to play the intro for those who are not familiar with the game. Today we bring you an exciting news bulletin. After much anticipation, the doors of cyber have opened and huge crowds have gathered for the chance to be a part of the action. Take a look around us, all the eager people who have gathered. And basically the introduction plot is talking about how in this game universe, Pokemon don't exist in this world, but instead are emulated to be in a sort of virtual reality experience. And so the reporter just goes on to explaining how this, in reference to our reality, of course, how Pokemon didn't exist. Somewhere around here, the creator's favorite Pokemon Snorlax is surely blocking the way. Of course, it's just a person in a costume. The big news, of course, is that the first official beta test will be conducted by, and this is where you choose how your character will look. It's very gender inclusive. Okay, I'm gonna go hat loving. Child of the company's founder, Dr. Rosen. Did we forget their name is? I typically go with Fable or Enigma. I'm just gonna stick with Fable. It was at their behest that this project be started, and look how it's turned out. There was some doubt as the intrusive nature of the DreamNet system, but it certainly has not affected the attendance. Stand by as we begin to interview members of the crowd. And so I'm actually going to run around a little bit. So this is what my father created. It's perfect. I can't wait for everyone to experience the joy of Pokemon. I could go straight through, but I could see everyone here is ready. Oh, excuse me. But I can see everyone here is ready before I do. I think it's supposed to be see if everyone here is ready. Maybe they'll drop hints about any surprises I can expect. Bound to be a busy shift today, Fable. Employees are allowed to enter the system for free, though. So I'll be joining you straight after I'm done. Okay. So, I think all of these people say the same thing, relatively. I'm gonna check though just in case. And in this game, I loved it so much when I played through off camera. There are tons and tons of interactables in this game. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. But as I was saying, see, like, even this Pokeball statue, this isn't the right color scheme for a Pokeball. I told them that authenticity comes before branding. But yes, there's tons and tons of interactables. And so throughout the series, I'll be trying to interact with as much as I can, because the creators of this game, the devs, the artists, the spiders, everyone put such care into crafting this world. And you, as the player, get to go through this with, like, the main character. So the people here at the counter are just basically saying that for the virtual reality, our character has already had their account set up. A statue that looks like the one from the classic Pokemon games. It really is amazing how accurate it is. They follow them by specifications to the letter. So the crowd's already immense outside the building. You're brave for using the DreamNet with numbers like that burdening the server. Oh, of course, I believe it can handle it. I just want to be the one to test it. Okay. I think these are all the same. I'm not sure if there is an item to get before heading into the DreamNet. I'm going to check either way, though. They just help with the world building. Is that? Yes, okay. One of the Pokemon that people will be able to choose from once they enter the world. Porygon is a fighting type, or at least the Rosen form is in this universe. A Porygon programmed to combat aggressive computer viruses. It will rapidly pummel opponents with combos lifted from popular video games. I wonder if this is the one I'll pick. And then here we have Mareep, a flying type in this game. When people look to the sky and see sheep in the clouds, it is often this Pokemon happily drifting along. Its cry lulls people into sweet dreams. And then over here, I think this is Solosis. Yes, it is a rock-type Solosis. The crystal growing from its body produces a high amount of radiation, so Solosis protects itself with a shell of rock. It may be the key to limitless power. I typically go for Solosis, or at least went for Solosis in my playthrough when I did it off camera. The game is not complete yet, but there is a lot of secrets and a lot of lore and a lot of hours already so far for what they have in the story. So hopefully I'm gonna go around maybe an hour, 2 hours for today. Welcome to the Cyber Complex. This desk will be used to purchase and apply unique skins to players' avatars when we open today. We will allow people to look like significant characters from the classic Pokemon video games. Most people we expect just enter the world as themselves, however. Of course, you know this already. Please look forward to this release. So, I think I can go outside. I'm not sure. I genuinely am not sure yet. I'm gonna talk to these lads over here. Oh yes. Okay, that references. There are redeem codes. I forget the exact wording. Mystery gifts, yes. There's mystery gifts that do a bunch of different things. You can find out all about that on the Discord. I won't be using a mystery gift for this. Despite oh my god. Despite ridiculous amounts of testing, some of these terminals still throw up errors. Yeah, I feel like I just had an error there. This one is the cause of a lot today. Oh my god. And the artist rendition of the Pikachu redesign I made, it really captured the environment I'd imagine it living in. I've only seen the Pichu form. I have not seen the Pikachu form. Fable, what timing? I'm quickly tying up some loose ends between account creation and actualization. I'm sure to be done before you make your trip. I wonder what happens. This is it, the big moment. My program is being executed. That seems a bit malicious. Okay. Yeah, I can't go outside. I can't even imagine facing those crowds right now. I should go and access the game so that they can join too. I think? Do I head here? I think so. Let me talk to this fella over here, because they seem like they're panicking. Hello! I know this looks like I'm rushing to fix these displays, but I'm not. We have exactly 0 bugs in our system. Funny you say that, because it's not what the other folks told me. Alright. Actually, is this TV interactable? Yes, it is. Has it been turned on yet? It will display promotions on loop once the doors are open. Gotta get that advertising coin. Alright. So I interacted with, I think, all, if not most, of the interactables. Alright. Cybernex is one where you may access the DreamNet and thusly the Pokemon world. Many people may enter the simulation in each capsule, allowing hundreds of players to immerse themselves in the narrative of the same seamless world. Of course you knew that though, right? I believe your father is awaiting you in the center of this room. You are to have a capsule to yourself for your safety. Alright. I'm going to interact with this real quick just to see if it's any different. Okay, so the main character's father is in this room specifically. I think they all say relatively the same thing, like the people at the counter. Yeah. Until I go here. I think here. Okay. Dr. Rosen. You've arrived, my child. This is all because of me, the main character. So, basically, our dad in this game... Oh, it was a dream for the kid that you play as, or teenager, rather. If not young adult. Wherever in that range. Your passion for an almost ancient cultural movement inspired investors... Wow, I am... investors and led cyber down the path we were finding ourselves rocketing along. Behind me, you see one of the many hubs of the DreamNet, our full immersion system that, through our subconscious, allows us to access a simulated world. But I knew this. Dad kept it a surprise, and what we have created is aware. It is constantly changing, only nudged by our programmers to achieve our vision. You'll see this for yourself. Let us begin. The world we have created is a new region not found in the source material. We call it Alicia. This here will be your operator. They'll be able to communicate with you within the system if there's a dire need. Of course, we try to avoid this whenever possible. It breaks immersion, you see. Okay. The DreamNet appears to be functioning without fluctuations. System ready, please enter your capsule. I must ask before you begin. How would you like to play the game? Oh, I'm gonna go normal. Level limit system will be enabled, making all of the trials you face satisfyingly challenging. Let's go. Let's do this. This is the way we have designed the game to be played. Are you sure you'd like to play this way? Yes, I do. Very well. I will enable this setting. Okay. Do remember, Fable, that this system has been tested. Okay, so basically, it's faulty. It's prone or to be expected to have bugs in the system. The second you enter one, trigger a failsafe to wake you. Oh my goodness, I'm having anxiety. Trigger a failsafe to wake yourself up and take no chances. They take forms of pure blue crystals that only the player should be able to see. Your choices in this world, the things you do, they will have real impact. Choose your adventure wisely and enjoy your enjoy your experience in that world and be ready for the world to hear and come and join you. Alright. So this is just a cinematic. Alright. They're inside. How long before the DreamNet activates? Eminently, sir. All systems appear to be what? What has happened? It should be nothing, but the DreamNet has activated without my commands. They have been pulled in. Abort the program immediately. Sir, I can't. My console has frozen me out. And so, into the introduction of the game. Welcome to the DreamNet. You have been identified as Fable. Please prepare to be entered into the Alicia region. First server. Error with server connection. Attempting to connect. Failure to correct connection error. Establish connection to unregulated server. System error. Memory preservation system disengaged. Failsafe system disengaged. Time alignment system disengaged. World guidance system. Disengaged. Oh my goodness. Okay. Please prepare to be entered into the list of your region. 0 server. Professor Oak. Hello. Can you hear me? I'm talking to you through your dreams. This might surprise you to hear, but this dream you're having? That's a veritable gateway to this world, the world of Pokemon. Oh, my name is Oak, by the way. People call me the Pokemon Professor. We're looking at you as you're looking at us. How would you like to go on an adventure like no other? We've opened a gateway, but this is a limited time offer. Soon the gateway will close, and I don't know when we'll be able to open again. Oh, I forgot. I think this is a Rosen form that actually exists. So listen to me closely, young trainer to be. I told you this world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. They're truly extraordinary and capable of amazing things. The forms we found here in Lister, though, they seem to change the world around them on a whim. We call them Rosen forms. Okay, we still don't know much about them. We're thinking, though, you might. We trace their energies back, and whatever created this seems to be in your very world. Okay, enough of that. Am I ready? Yes! My anticipation and anxiousness to show off this game is full glory, it's full beauty, and hopefully find a lot, if not all, of the Easter eggs that I found up until what I played and beyond. Now, I'm gonna have to pause a few times in the stream to back up my saves. I think it was a month or two ago, my save got corrupted. That was before I had decided to stream again or do YouTube again. But I was very sad because I was pickup thieving a bunch of Rocket Rollas to sell their Everstones. And in the midst of that, when I was grinding for that, for money early game, I found a shiny one and I caught it. But my save got corrupted. I don't remember exactly what had happened. I think I reported the bug though. And since then, hopefully we won't have any more hiccups like that in this playthrough. But as it is live, there's of course gonna be some nitty gritty, some bugs, of course, that may happen. Be it with my grammar absolutely being awful, or with the game itself. But this has been tested pretty thoroughly, and people report bugs pretty often, and the developers love to get feedback. They respond very quickly, and yeah, let's jump into this. I could solve a mystery like no other, and let's go into the world of Pokemon. Alright. The panel does not appear to be functioning right now. Someone has scratched the word mystery onto it. I think this is the first room that you can do Mr. Gifts. And this is just saying that the DreamNet system failed. Yes, the first place you can do Mr. Gifts, but we will not be playing with Mr. Gifts. Alright. Where am I? What is the DreamNet? Why am I here? And then we go... What is... Okay. We already get the map off the bat. Quite a few places. I'm not sure if all of these places are immediately accessible in this version of the game. It's not complete, but for what is complete in the game... For what is complete in the game, we'll be playing through it. Showing off all the glory of the game. This is Hoshi. My grandpa sent... Okay. I want to read as much dialogue as I can, but at the same time, I feel like it'll get repetitive. And when I'm editing this through, there's going to be a lot of cuts, a lot of... like, speeding up, I guess, some of the processes. Like, oh, if I catch a certain amount of Pokemon, I'll probably just, like, only capture in the final recording me catching that Pokemon or trying to, or if I fail, I'll put that in the video too. But, I don't know, I just thought this would be a fun way to introduce the channel and do eventually, as I grow throughout YouTube and social media, it would just be nice to be able to do live chats and do live recordings alongside non-live recorded playthroughs. So to recap what Hoshi just did, They just basically gave us a trainer card where our face appeared as we grabbed the card. And our information will update on this card. It's feeding more into the virtual reality and the more automated things are. The DreamNet is the name of our cross-regional rail service, nothing more. Maybe you were still fuzzy from your journey? Take it easy, alright? So, this is when I played through this the first few times, and I'm going to try and, like, as I go through this, because I'll be reminded of things that I either missed or wanted to show off. And like I said earlier, there are a lot of interactables in this game. Hello? Who is this? Oh, this is Professor Oak's aide. We're very busy over at the Advent Forest Unit 002. There's so much unpacking to do. I wonder if the professor really thinks new trainers will come out here. Is that all? Okay, bye. Okay. I think these books are interactables, like every single one of them. So, you must be Fable. You're our greatest success. I'd shake your hand if I didn't think it disrupt the continuum or something. Okay. You think these trees look like Pokemon? Just wait until you see a Sugawudo. And then I think over here is one of the first interactables you can get. Yep. You see that the tree is sparkling. It's a spiky tree with an item. It must be a trainer. Yo. And I think lore is on these computers. Or some of them at least. I think it's this one. Net Diary. Okay. Should I click one? I'm going to read through all of these for the recording later. Alicia region. This land so far distance from the other regions I've explored. It's to be expected things here would be quite different. I didn't expect that the trainers here would be so powerful, however. Oh my goodness. Trainers of high repute from all around the world travel here just for the challenge. I myself have been on the wire. Yeah, it's tough out here. Double battles all over the route. I'm going to have to structure my team in a way that I'm not really used to. Advent Glade. Everything I've found in my brief excursions tell me that these strange Pokemon here or originated in an area known as Advent Glade. I'm heading there now to investigate a shrine that this font is tripping me out. Oh my goodness. Let me change the font, if that's an option. It is not. I think also because how I'm recording this, the screen is very small. So let me resize that and do this. Yeah, I'm gonna resize it a bit so I can see better and you can see better. I'll probably have like different resolutions throughout the series, but also I'm trying to like see it as I'm doing it live, and I don't have double monitors. Eventually I'll have a much better setup. Okay. So let's talking about the Pokemon that we looked at very briefly earlier. I'm going to look at file 6, Mysterious Lab. When we arrived here, we found something strange indeed. Some kind of laboratory. It looked like it had been left here for quite some time. The machinery is derelict, and the buildings in disrepair. Who was here before, and where did they go? And then the last entry, file 11, Strange Technology. The shrine that we came to seek is sealed, and all but impenetrable. We simply cannot explain why. Further to this mystery, the technology in this lab is beyond anything that we have access to in the modern day and age. Thankfully, blueprints we discovered within have allowed us to make huge progress on the repair. Let's hope that restoring them allows us to understand what we hoped for. Okay, so you talked about breaking the space-time continuum with a handshake, and this, I think that may track our game progress or our Pokédex progress. I'm not sure. I'll come back to this lab to see after some time in the playthrough. Hello, who is this? Oh, it must be you. Look, I've told you to stop calling. As soon as you wanted to involve the Tangela, you grossed me out a bit. It was too much, okay? I'm more of a tentacle gal. Don't call again. It's just a dial zone. Has the number been blocked? Uh-oh. That certainly wasn't us. What the heck? No, my goodness. There's a bit of a delay here, but a whole new species of Pokemon should come out when it's done. How long you ask? Don't ask me. I don't know how it works. I think there's something that I can do specifically that will allow me to... Actually, let me say it real quick. There's something that I can do. I'm gonna do that. Okay, there's something that I can do to do something with the machines. I'm gonna have to check either after I get my first Pokemon or somewhere around there. Well, first few Pokemon, actually. This isn't interactable, but the bin is. Interesting. I've been working with a friend in Orangetown to create Pokeballs from apricorns, but he's having more luck than me. Here, maybe take this to him. Green apricorn? Okay. All I've been able to make are basic Pokeballs. I just don't have the skills for this. And an orange berry. That will help a very... Wait, what? This is real strongly in berries. Why would someone throw away an orange berry? I mean, they're not like the top tier berry like citrus or Fiji, but they're still really good. I think it's for the reference of Orangetown. I've been working on the technology to change the Pokemon's very nature. I found some promise in minty fresh horticulture, but nothing has bloomed as of yet. Oh my god, I love these puns. Alright, bin is empty. Bin is empty. I think this... Okay, that's just me asking if it was a Pokemon. And then... It's foggy in the machine. What happened to the Pokemon inside? The door seems to be jammed. You can't quite get inside. I think I can get inside that machine, or maybe the one on top of it if not. And I think a Pokeball is there, but I don't know. I don't remember if a Pokemon's inside. We'll have to see later on in this recording. The crystal is strange, isn't it? It suddenly appeared one day with no explanation. We can't seem to move it, but if you touch it, it seems to soothe all of your worries. If we have a Pokemon with you, it makes them feel better too. Now this is the crystal that was referenced earlier within the failsafe system. The name Valiant Gamer is crudely carved into it. Maybe it is special to them for some reason. Indeed, Valiant Gamer is one of the creators of the game. What is it? I'm stumped. I think they're behind all of the cool puns in this game. So Valiant, if you're watching this later on, please make more puns. I love them. You're the one who arrived from another world. Fable, right? How exciting. You're looking for the professor. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. Okay, there we go. You're looking for the professor. He just stepped out. Check the shrine to the left. I've noticed he's been going there more as of late. I don't remember if there's an interactable here. I really don't. Some items, like, they like, get there periodically, too. So it's really interesting. And it's really good to go back to places that you've visited before. Can't interact from that angle. I know there's a few interactables, but I just don't remember where exactly or what exactly. Wait. Before I go there, I think there's Wiglets down here. From Generation 9. The long boys. Where are they? Here they are. The Wiglet looks at you bravely. It's a wiggling mockingly. I want to catch one of these before I, Oh yeah, I think the HMs were replaced with HM items instead. So I'm going to have to come back here later on. Is there an item here? No, okay. Items don't always sparkle in this game. They're very cleverly hidden. So I just wanted to double check. And then Oak should be here. Yes, sir. Oh, I can't go into the grass yet. Oops. Isn't it beautiful? A truly marvel... You got to. It's truly a marvel to behold. Wait, you must be Fable. What a surprise. I must apologize for not greeting you when you arrived. It's been quite some time since we made contact, after all. In any case, welcome to the Illusion region, and indeed, the world of Pokemon. It must all be quite a shock, yes? Indeed? Have you ever seen anything quite like it? We can't open it despite our best efforts. The shrine seems like it's been here and it's clearing. Oh my god, clearing for quite some time. Perhaps even before the lab was set up here in Advent Glade. It depicts forms of Pokemon we have never encountered before. Not before setting foot in Alicia, at least. I'm gonna turn the volume down one more time. One more time. Okay, there we go. I digress. I brought you here for a reason after all. Not only to test the bonds of a new breakthrough in science, but to also become a Pokemon trainer, and in turn help me solve a great mystery. Where do these extraordinary Pokemon come from? Excuse me? To what do they owe their origin? You'll need to travel far and wide to help answer that question. So, to begin your journey, I have a little gift for you. I have located 3 especially rare species just for this purpose. Think carefully now, Fable. This choice will affect your adventure more than any other. Which one would you like? So I'm gonna show these very nicely designed Pokemon off. Not to choose them initially, but this is the Rosen form of Mareep. This one's a flying type. As we saw earlier, it drifts through the sky using the sleep status to protect its fluffy body. It seems to have very balanced abilities. Is this the first Pokemon you would like to take? It will become your partner as you adventure through the region. No, actually. The Button Masher Pokemon, Porygon. The Rosen form of Porygon. This is the fighting type. It was programmed to combat viruses with its multi-hit attacks. It seems to have high physical abilities. Is this the first Pokemon that I would like to take? It will become my first partner as I venture through the region. No. And I have to think carefully. Professor Oak says, Nuclear Shell Pokemon. The Rosen form of Solosis. Personally, one of my favorites. I love this little dude. The Rosen form of Solosis, a rock type. It's soft-bodied and protected by a solid rock shell. It seems to have high physical capabilities. And this is the first Pokemon I want to take. It'll become your partner as I adventure. No. And then the last option, none of them. That's interesting. I didn't expect that answer. Are you sure you wouldn't like any of those Pokemon? Yes. And so we have Eevee, a Rosen form. Its DNA is even more unstable than that of a regular Eevee, and its abilities a mystery. Is this the first Pokemon you would like to take? It will become your partner as you adventure throughout the region. Yes. Let us enter Eevee. The beginning of a new adventure. So, I think Eevee has new evolutions too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. But I think it's like the older like Pokemon, but like retextured or like basically like a Rosen form, a Fakemon regional variant basically. I don't think all 8 or more are in yet though. I think this game is still up to either like halfway through either through episode 2 or like they're releasing in like acts. I'll have to check in the Discord and on the Relic Castle page later. But I typically name my Eevees Dina. Let's go with it. A special tool to record data for this task. Okay, see, this item was not here before. It changes depending on what Pokemon you pick, and it is a Soothe Bell. That will be very helpful, because I think a few other Pokemon are very... Oh, wow. I got a plus speed nature. Cooperate. Pokemon copies... Oh, an ally's ability? Yo! I think this is also, like Mareep, gonna be a really balanced Pokemon. So I think what the goal was with the starters, excuse me, was that they wanted to have variety in stats. I don't think the starters have their final evolutions in game, and when I say the final evolutions, I mean Porygon, Solosis, and Mareep, because this is only up to I think Act 2 or somewhere around there. There's still like I think 20 to 30 hours of content in the game so far, but yeah, we'll be uncovering all the secrets as we go along. As much as I know already from my past playthroughs off camera, and as much as I've learned from the Discord or can ask about as I'm making shorts on the game and live streams like this and mid to longish videos with the actual playthrough. So I'm actually going to put this Soothbell on Dina. I probably will keep it as an Eevee, to be honest. Unless I can get another one. But I'm liking the design. So, indeed. Touching the crystal leaves me and my party feeling refreshed. I think I can go fight those Wiglets now. But I think I have to meet Oak in the lab, so I'm going to save again. I'm really happy that I got a plus speed nature on my Eevee. That's huge. When I was playing through before and I picked Solosis, I also got a plus speed nature. Okay. Rather long story. Some time ago, my colleague Professor Rosen contacted me about a resurgence of what he calls Rosen forms in his home region of Lissa. They had been a rarity before, though always had to be quickly suppressed due to the drastic effect they could have on the environment, which we will be seeing later in the playthrough. He told me that their population had exploded without clear reason, and no one could explain why. In further communication, he told me that he had traced their particles back to Advent Grove and had discovered a derelict lab here. That is where we now stand. I came here to help him investigate these self-named Rosen forms. Was that a shot at Professor Rosen naming the forms after himself? And ultimately, that has resulted in you being here. Okay. I won't waffle about the details. I'm sure you're eager to depart. To that end, a special device at the top of the lab, and I can grab them myself. Now, there are a bunch of interactables here, too. The Rosen forms are amazing. They have different types, abilities, and stats to their normal counterparts. Okay. Some kind of pulse. And then this, I forgot what it is. It's some kind of item I don't recognize. I feel like if I held it, I would have the ability to scale sheer rock faces. It must belong to Professor Oak. I should leave it alone. You must be a new trainer, Fable, right? If you're already here, this should be of use to you. And I get a potion. Now, I've never came back to this NPC, but they say that if I come back later, I'll have something special. So I'm thinking either a higher grade item like a super potion or a hyper potion. I'm not sure. I've never explored that. It's ringing. I wonder who will pick up. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you the one? Maybe you are. Look, I've been looking for you. Goodbye. And the line ends. It's just a dial tone. Has the line been disconnected? Very interesting. It was fallen. Poor tree. Someone should help it. I don't think you could actually put the tree up. I remember when I was playing through this myself, and I always wondered if the creators were gonna add a way to help up the tree, if you needed a special item or something. But then again, I never in my shorter playthroughs when I was playing through it myself, I never went back to the lab on most occasions. Because after a certain part of the game, it gets you have to reach a certain threshold before you can go back to prior discovered areas. The Rosen forms are worrying. They seem to be spreading unchecked throughout the Alyssa region, which is causing a lot of mayhem, as Professor Oak said earlier. This machine has a set of Pokeballs all arranged in a circle, spinning gently. I wonder what species they hold. Spiky Tree, could it be a Pokemon? And you... Where are these boxes? A box full of lab coats? Just lab coats? And these are research books piled really irresponsibly. They're complicated to read, apparently. And this is a PC, okay. So I can, if I catch more than 6 Pokemon. I didn't know this was always... I don't know if it was always there, but I didn't know I could access the PC that quickly. Wait. Huh. I'm gonna have to run it back. I do admit I was button mashing there because I was distracted on what I was saying. I think the NPC was basically saying there's an item for my Eevee. These cages haven't been used to store Pokemon. There's lots of strange looking devices inside. Okay. Usually there's a potion in the PC, the fabled potion. Oops. Item storage. Is it here? Let's go. Huge W's. Huge W's. Alright. Okay, yeah, I forgot I had to talk to him again. Whoops. That device is my latest Pokedex. This region has diverse habitats and environments, so that device has been set up to track West, Central, and East Alicia separately. As you journey throughout Alyssa, I would like you to observe your effect on the world around you, as well as have you gather data on the so-called Rosen forms that exist here. And a Wild Radar, I think this is basically like DexNav, but you can't like select the Pokemon and like find it that way. It just shows you, I think, what's in the area. Yeah, a tool that can search out traces of Pokemon that are hiding in the area. That device will help with that. It can immediately identify the trace of any species that reside within a given area, and help you see the ones you may otherwise miss. Not only that, but I would like you to track down my aforementioned colleague that seems to have disappeared. What? Why are you trusting like a kid that like just technically just met you in person to track down? I mean, I always never understood like this kind of plot line in the beginning of like not only Fangame but like the main series, like saying, "Oh, I'm too old." But I mean, you're still doing research. You're still out in the field. I mean, and this is your colleague. Why would you? I mean, I'm assuming we aren't a kid in this one, so it makes more sense. That would be like a young adult or older teen. But what other reasoning? Like, what's the motive for giving this huge task to me? I'm just messing around, but like, yeah, I'll help you. And this is one of the first yes or no's I think I get. The first gym. I remember this gym absolutely wrecking me too. Like, it makes it so that, like, this game and the AI, like, you cannot cheese it as much as you want to. Like, you just can't. And also, IVs and EVs, I believe, are also in this game. So that's, and when I say IVs and EVs, I mean, researching Rosen forms on Route 1? Could you help them with a battle? Okay. For those unfamiliar with competitive Pokemon, IVs and EVs are just neat little things that are, like, also added on to, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like they're deciding factors into the stats and effectiveness of your Pokemon, basically. Remember to hydrate, Route 1, an antidote. I'm going to save again. And then after I get my starter, hey trainer, you must be the new trainer I was waiting here after I heard you had arrived. For what reason, you ask? Due to the proximity of the Aura region, trainers and Alyssa all partake exclusively in double battles. That means they have to have at least 2 Pokemon. The professor is forgetful with these things. He is not from here. So I have something for you. First, you need to make a choice. And these choices will determine what starter you get out of, I think, the Legends Arceus trio. So this is very important. And I don't think you can go back on this choice either. So, given that EV, I think, is still a normal type in this, if I don't evolve it, then it is going to be weak to fighting. So, if these do evolve into the Legends Arceus Pokemon, then it would make the most sense to go for Rowlet. But at the same time, there are not a lot of fire Pokemon up until a certain point that you won't get access to. And so, I'm kind of metagaming here. But also, I'm saying, as per part of the recording, so people will know, yeah, this choice is important. But also, there are, like, you have to think about it from a standpoint, oh, if I were to Nuzlocke this, how would I go about this? Or, like, it's just something similar, especially because these are double battles, and you're going to have to reinvent your team a lot when you're playing. So, because you don't get fire types, and you don't get, like, fast fire types even, for a good bit, until, like, maybe I'm gonna say near second, near third-ish gem, because you have to also evolve it, and then also like potentially change his nature, which you can do in this game. Thankfully, I'm spending forever on this choice. I don't know what none of them does. It seems you're in the habit of choosing this option. Sometimes you have to take one of the options presented to you. Okay. This is one of those times. This one of those. Typing error. It should be this one is one of those times. Okay. So they are self-aware. Okay. Dang, I really have to think about this then. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go cynical. Yes. Isn't Hisuian Typhlosion also a ghost type though? No. His Hisuian. I was thinking about the Alolan decision. Okay. That was an oversight. I'm gonna look this up just to make sure. I think Hisuian Decidueye is grass fighting. I think. Hold up. Pokedex Decidueye. The normal one is grass ghost, and the Hisuian one from Legends of Arceus is grass fighting. They look completely different. I don't know how I mixed that up so bad. But I picked the right one either way. So what am I gonna name this Cyndaquil? I typically go like Quillen. Yeah. These Pokemon are themselves, of course, quite rare, but there's a special reason the Professor Oak has given this particular Pokemon. If you can beat me in a battle, I'll tell you why. I think there's like basically no way you can lose this battle unless your Pokemon stats are just garbage. It's one of those first fights. It's not like the rival fight in the original games, I don't think. Yeah. If you chose a water option, maybe you would struggle a little bit here. Oh, I got Blaze on my Eevee temporarily because of his ability. I did not get to check Quillen's stats. I think. Oh, oops. I think Cyndaquil can run a lot, but oh baby, A on speed is really good. I wish the attack or special attack was higher, but I'll live with it. His defenses are okay. Yeah, this is a pretty decent thing to start off with. All right, so I'm gonna off the rip. I'm gonna use Helping Hand on Quillen, and I'm gonna use Ember to hopefully one shot the Halo. Maybe. Is this gonna one shot? Let's go. Easy money. Easy money, baby. Alright. Never punished. Smokescreen this early. Now, like I said earlier, this is not a cheesable game by any means. I think there's like, or there should be, similar to Pokemon's Tectonic, the way that, like clauses work, like sleep clause, paralysis, etc. I think they can snap out, like, within a reasonable amount of time, or the amount of times that paralyzing happens or that sleep turns happen. I think it may have been nerfed or maybe even buffed in certain fights. I'm not entirely sure. But if you're playing on the normal difficulty or like not easy or any, basically if you're playing on the intended difficulty, even on easy, I think this game is pretty difficult for like the average casual Pokemon player. Okay. Yeah, basically talking about the Hisuian forms. I'm gonna go heal at the blue crystal really quickly. Alrighty. I think now I can go back. I think now I'm gonna try and go back and see what the door was all about. Okay. Did I talk to that in the wrong order? Did I do that in the wrong order? I think there's a trigger for it somewhere. I just gotta find it. Okay. I'm gonna look around for a little bit to see what I can do. If at all I can access this now, because I think it does give you a Pokeball, perhaps. Okay. I'm gonna look around a little bit. So, this part will probably maybe be cut out. In the actual recording itself, that's just the map. Okay. I'm gonna look at this computer real quick, and then I'm gonna look in the center and see if there's any attractal or any triggers that I missed. I should be able to... It seems like something used to occupy the space here. Maybe some kind of machine has been removed for aesthetic reasons. I I didn't know this was an interactable over here. I'm gonna try and... Okay. I think this may be connected to a machine in one of the other labs. So I'm gonna look around some more. Okay. Okay. Oh, I clicked too fast. I clicked too fast. I don't think the game has a speed up, which I wanted to talk about in this recording. I feel like if your game is lengthier and like, because this game is filled with a lot of lore. I feel like if your game is lengthier, then it would be expected to need a speed up. But as I've gotten older and played more games, I feel like I definitely have understood more. I can go in here? Oh yeah, okay. I feel like more so I've realized that games that don't have a speed up are intentional. And like how I'm doing here with YouTube and streaming this series, hopefully for the foreseeable future, because I feel like it would be much easier to just do the series stream because there's just so much content. But it's just one of those things where like it's debatable on both standards. Like the creators not wanting a speed up to be naturally in the game because they want people to focus on the story, because they want people to actually take time dissecting and just patience within the story and the world they crafted. I think that's definitely the case with Pokemon Rosen here. Because people are like, especially in Pokemon, people just like do challenges, button mash, don't pay attention to like the dialogue. But in Rosen, you have to do that. In Rosen, the story matters and you influence it around you, be it for the good or bad. Now, I don't think I can access that entirely yet, so I'm going to save again. I want to back up my save, actually, before I save again. 1 second. Let me back it up right now. Where did I put the folder? Goodness me. Okay. Save the games. Is it in the save games folder? It does not appear to be. Where can I access my save file? Huh. I'll look in the frequently asked questions really quickly to see where I can access my save file. Or is it in the folder itself? I mean, that would make sense too, if it was just in the folder itself. I'm not seeing it immediately, like, to where I can... No, those are scripts. I'll look in the frequently asked questions in the Discord. I think it is in the frequently asked questions. I think I asked this, before, when my data got corrupted. Information channel? No, not the information channel. The frequently asked questions channel. Okay. Okay, it's not 20 plus. It's around 15 hours plus. But that's if you, like, don't, I guess, like, just a sped up or casual playthrough. I feel like hour estimations on, like, especially fan games can be really inaccurate. Because off the rip, you don't expect people to 100% the game or do much, like, actual, like, grinding in games. But I feel like I'm one of the few... More recently, I've seen more people do 100% of games or do competitive in fan games, but I feel like if we're saying it's a 15-hour estimate, especially because there are rules that you can get in the Discord for doing things in-game, I feel like 15 hours is probably a rather, like, I feel like it's a more modest estimation, because for this update, for this patch version, because the game isn't complete yet, I'll be doing as much as I can. And I want to, like, really just bring out the series to YouTube, have more people check it out. I'm still looking for... Okay, my precious save, how do I use the backup? Sometimes unstable unless Pokemon Essentials keeps a backup. See above mentioned for file path, and then delete the game.rx data and rename the other file to remove the back. Okay. Where's the extension? Okay. It's an app data. Percentage app data. Percentage. Alright. Roaming and then Pokemon Rosen. Alrighty. Can finally back up the file now. Alright, I'm sending over the files in the backup folder that I have. And we are good. Save again in case I actually ended up missing the little bit of lore there. Because I'm pretty sure before what was in that chamber, I was able to get in there before. I just have no recollection of how I did it. So hopefully in this recording, before I end it, I can go off and try and do that, because I think it's really cool to get that. I think it's a Pokeball that has a higher catch rate. All you can find around here are bug types. Aren't there any cool new Rosen forms? Yes, they are. I think this is the first route actually where I can find the Twiggy Talo. Yeah, I think that's it. That's like a grass flying Talo. And it's important to get it as soon as you can, actually. Oh, I should... yeah, I'm going to use Helping Hand. I don't think it'll be a one-shot if I don't use Helping Hand. Oh my god, I just realized. Oh my Arceus. I think Eevee can be like an Eviolite pivot. If you don't know what Eviolite is, basically, if a Pokemon has an evolution stage left, it can hold the item Eviolite, which will boost its defenses by double, both defense and special defense. So if I keep it as an Eevee, then I can literally just pivot and keep using Helping Hand, and with the ability to copy its partner's ability, that's going to be really, really useful. Super useful. Yeah, I think I chose the right, or I guess the right for this playthrough. I may end up doing this multiple times because I think it's recommended to start over after every update. So I may do that. I may just like play through all up to like what is in this current patch, and then maybe either I will like play up to the next patch where I left off in the last patch. I'm really not sure because I'm not sure how much I'll be live. Certain Pokemon certainly evolve into Rosen forms, but my bugs haven't. And I didn't remember it was so many Pokeballs. I knew it was a good bit, more than usual is what I remembered. So I think now I probably maybe can go back now. I'm gonna check. I think that may have been the trigger to what I needed to go in here. Can I go behind here? Is there a trigger somewhere around here? There has to be a trigger for it. I just haven't... I'm so confused. I know there's a way to, like, get a Pokeball, I'm pretty sure. I'll find it. I'll find out. I'll ask on the Discord if I don't find it within the next hour or two. Wait a minute, I just realized. Let's go. Get over here. The Wiglet is terrified. The scared Wiglet attacked. How does it feel to be bullied? Oh my god, that was so malicious. Okay, well... something's telling me it's probably not a normal type. I'm pretty sure these guys actually are like water types. It has gooey. It has gooey. Is it? There's no way that's a hidden ability, right? I'm googling this right now. Pokemon database. No, it's not the hidden ability. Its hidden ability sucks. It's Sandville. But Gooey is still really good. I think Rattles may be better in certain scenario, but Gooey, like decreasing the speed upon contact, that's still like amazing. And it's a water type, so ooh, excuse me. Yeah, this is really good because I think it's super fast, but oh yeah, it's super fast, but its other stats are horrid, kind of like a Shuckle situation. And Bug Trio, how do I go to Bug Trio? Level 26. So I think I can actually evolve it in this specific part of the game that's released. I think the max cap is maybe like 35 in this act that's released, and it evolves at 26. So yes, I can evolve it. Super interesting. The garden eel Pokemon that burying itself in the sand with a colony of other Wiglet and wiggling furiously, they can cause powerful tremors. Usually they will just flee, however. If bro walked up to me and started wiggling and then caused an earthquake, I would just be so amazed. Like, I would just stand there, just in shock and horror. It's too cute to cause an earthquake. Well, howdy there, my little arsonist. Like, what? It looks adorable. There's no way. Is it an actual Pokedex entry? I'm gonna look this up. I don't think they're I don't see it on Pokemon database, but it could very well could either be a fan entry or from like maybe in one of the differences in Scarlet and Violet, because I know for the different versions of games in the main series they have different entries. But oh my god, they made Wiglet into an arsonist. I don't know what to name it. I know like some streamers have like signature names that they always name their certain Pokemon. But Wiglet is a fairly new one, and I don't think I use it in Scarlet and Violet. I think I had to like Google how to even get into battle with it, because like if you get close to it in Scarlet and Violet, it goes into like its little like I guess its little hidey hole. I don't know. Like I guess Hilda. I could cast the other ones, but I want to see if Hilda is good. Because I want to spare as many Pokeballs as I can. It's mild? I mean, is it good as a special attacker? I mean, I could always change its nature. But its speed isn't really that... Yeah, it's not a special attacker. Its attack is okay. I mean, a B versus like it could have been an A or an S. For the time being, I think I can go back to this area. Probably, maybe. I want to catch another one, but at the same time, I know there's a way to change your natures later. I'm not sure if you can change your IVs later. I'm gonna just live with it. For now, at least. Oh wait, I can get an encounter over here. I can get encounters over here. I mean, because if I'm gonna 100% the game, I'm eventually gonna need to catch all these critters. I forget what was over here. What even is? Yeah, it's here. Okay. Oh, so you do have to either see them in battle or you have to encounter them at one point yourself. Okay. That changes things. That changes things a lot, actually. Easy W's. Easy W's. Wurmple, my beloved. Oh my goodness, I thought I killed it. Oh no. Oh no. Another reminder to hydrate. I've gotten super lucky with these catches. I remember, like, even if it is just a wormhole, like, I struggled so bad. Like, it felt like the game was trolling me. I was that salty. Like, oh, wait, it has an item? Well, hello? Is it a Pecha Berry? Oh my god, I keep pressing the button. I think it's a Pecha Berry. Or a... Yes, it is. Oh, Adamant Wurmple. Froggy sad. Adamant Wurmple. I'm not sure what the Rosen Dustox or the Rosen, what's the other one? Is it Villian? No, it's not Villian, is it? Beautifly. I don't know what the Rosen, if there's both of them in game. So I think I'm gonna probably catch 2 or 3 of them. And if Lady Luck decides to evolve all 3 of them to the same, like, second stage, either Cascoon or Silcoon, oh. And then, that's just my luck. I mean, I think there is an actual formula to what decides what Wurmple evolves into, be it Cascoon or Silcoon. Like, in the main series, it's just really complicated, though, from what I can remember. And it would just be better, and I guess less time-consuming to just, like, catch a bunch and then just evolve them. Versus, like, having to, like, look up, like, I think index codes or whatever, or, like, certain numbers. And low, if you, like, do it at a certain time, it's, like, I feel like Pokemon has just gotten more and more, like, specific with evolutions. My friend sent me a meme the other day, actually, saying, oh, you have to, like, walk 1 million miles while doing a backflip into a pool or something like that. And it's not an actual evolution, but it was in comparison because of Pokemon like Brambleghast or Pokemon like, what is that one called? The coin Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet? I forgot what, oh, Gimmighoul, yeah. Like Brambleghast or Gimmighoul, things like that. I'm just gonna catch 1 more Wurmple and I will live with it. I'm probably gonna try and evolve these 3 on camera to see truly if I'm gonna be unlucky or not. I really hope poison damage while walking is not a thing. I forget. I did not pay attention. That is on me. That is completely on me. Oh goodness. Okay, well at least it caught. Dino lives another day. I'm talking as if this is the Nuzlocke. I'll name them after saying what they evolve into, I think. Oh, thank goodness for no poison damage while walking. Froogie happy. Oh my goodness. I like it in some cases, but it would just be a nuisance now because there's no, like... I guess that technically is like a Pokemon Center. Is it also another Pecha Berry though? Or is it the bug item? Yeah, it's another Pecha Berry. Oh wait, are one of these an ability? One of them had a different ability. Suction cups? And these are 3 different abilities. Negates all moves that force switching out. Yeah, that's a really good actually. I think in the main series only Lilip has that, right? Wait a minute. Thank Arceus for Pokemon database. Whew. I can just look up the ability, see what Pokemon has that. Yeah, very few Pokemon actually have that in the main series games. I was like, there's no way I'm tripping, right? Octillery, Lilip, Cradily, Inkay, and Malamar have that in the main series. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. That's really good to get to a bug Pokemon. Like typically you see them as like being frail and not very useful. I personally love bug Pokemon. Fairy probably is my favorite type. Fairy and Poison. But I'm probably gonna use like the suction cups one. They're all guys. How am I gonna differentiate? Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to like put them in my PC. I want to evolve them before I end this recording session, or just like get at least a team of 6 different ones before I end this off. for the first episode at least, and then I may pick it up either tomorrow or later this week, probably in shorter segments. But I just wanted to introduce the game and just get a feel for it again. And then I'll be editing down shorts for the series. Yeah, this is way better to check abilities in the PC. I'm gonna put them up here though. Oh, you know what would make sense? It would make sense if they evolve differently based on the abilities in this. That would make a lot more sense than whatever Nintendo did with Emerald and Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire with how they evolved. I'm gonna Google it later. Maybe in the second episode of recording this live, because all I remember is that it was very specific for no reason. I guess not really no reason, but it was just intricate, like the most intricate thing I've ever read in regards to like earlier gen Pokemon. Other than how to get the base decorations, I saw a video on that recently. All right, I think I can talk to Oh, he's talking about the strangeness of Town. I'm sure there's nothing wrong, but please seek out Rosen there. I wanna kind of like re-experience things as I go, because some of the story is just it's really interesting, and it pulls you in. And I guess I want to have that reaction again, because I didn't get like as far as I could have gotten when I did play the game off camera, and I thought it would be more interesting when I'm playing the game off camera to commentate and have you guys also commentate while I'm like seeing the reaction then and there. Wait a minute, there's more Pokemon over there. Forgot. Whoopsies. Wait, first, let me find the Togitalo, which is what the first scientist had. That's a trainer right there, I think. Peeking their head out of the tall grass. Amuna! I forgot this was this early. I think it does get hypnosis pretty early. I'm not entirely. God. Wow. I was just gonna say I'm not entirely sure, and it's setting up on me already. Dina, please. Dina, please. Okay. That was much quicker than I thought it would be. Stored power, I think, works like the more you boost your stats, the higher or more damage that it does. And Muna also normally at least gives access to Calm Mind, if I'm not mistaken. So this would be huge. This would be very, very huge. Muna's data was added to the Pokedex. It eats dreams and releases mist. The mist is pink when it's eating a good dream and black when it's eating a nightmare. Oh, goodness heavens. I'm basic. I'm basic. I still think it's a good name for it. Oh my goodness, I forgot. You get Wooper super early. Wooper! Oh, she's a girl. I've had like really good Quagsires in many Fangames I've played off camera. They're so cool, especially because like a lot of Fangames these days are either making like custom formed Quagsires, or adding the Paldea Clodsire, or just giving them like new movesets, or just like it's just really good. I really love Wooper when I play this off camera. Super good Mon early game. Okay, let's go. I think I named my Wooper either. I think it was either. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Henry, something like that. I don't remember. Huh? No, it was Willie. Yeah, it was Willie. I named another Pokemon Henry. I don't remember what. I think I'll remember when I see it. Yeah, I'm still gonna go with Willie. William the Wooper! Let's go! Oh, I have to check their stats. Even if they're bad, I'm still gonna use it probably. Not the worst, actually. I mean, the D kinda hurts, but as long as it's not like an E or anything. And yes, that is a very early rain dance. That is a very early rain dance. Oh my goodness. The game gives you like a very, very wide variety. In the sense that it's like at the beginning it's Pokemon you wouldn't initially think to use. Like Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon is amazing. Very early game. I remember I was talking about earlier in this recording, if not in like some recording that I was doing beforehand, if I didn't mention it in this live, when I was setting up, I was mentioning it. Zigzagoon, I was using a pickup Linoon with Thief and Covet, and I lost a shiny Rock and Roller, but yeah, I think it didn't say it in this live. But if it has pickup, even if it doesn't have pickup, it gets access to Headbutt. I think Headbutt is actually an HM. But it still gets really good stab moves. It can Thief and Covet items off of Pokemon. I don't know if you get a Frisk Pokemon this early on. I know Sentra learns Frisk. Sentra is not learns Frisk. Has Frisk as one of his abilities. Sentra is typically one of my go-tos in the main series games or in Pixelmon. Because the ability Frisk, what it does, it reveals your opponent, be it in the wild or a trainer. Oh my goodness. As I was saying, either in the wild or a trainer, it will reveal if the Pokemon has a held item, and Dina is going to die. Oh no! Oh no! Actually, let me get some levels on Wurmple. Wurmple is a poison type, so it shouldn't get poisoned. By normal means, at least. So without speeding up the game, of course, it's going to go by a little bit slower, but it'll also give me time to more so chat about the game and what expectations I have for the series. What in the world? What? I'm sorry, that just hit me. It gets Ember? Hello? Water gun? What? What in the world? Thundershock? What in the world? Yo! Oh my goodness. That's, I mean, I know they're like 20 or 40 base power moves, but that's still really good. That's still really good. You can throw an expert belt on that baby and it would be perfect. Oh my goodness. I'm probably going to run an Eviolite still, depending on how bulky it is, but still. Oh my god. Imagine it learns like Water Pulse or Scald or with Thunderbolt or Flamethrower. That would be absolutely wild. I'm definitely going to try and keep helping hand on it though. Dina, you absolute madman. I genuinely did not remember that, like, I don't think if I did choose Eevee before, then it was not like, I probably was trying to soft reset and give up, but dang. I did not remember Eevee, like, genuinely getting those moves this early on. That's impressive. I'm definitely gonna need some heavy hitters. So what I'm hoping to do, and I think this game also does use a real-time clock, and so what I'm gonna do, because I want to have my playtime be as accurate as possible, because I want to have my playtime be as accurate as possible, I'm just gonna like have sessions where I record at night, and then have sessions where I record in the daytime for me, because it's going off my computer time, and I want the playtime to be as accurate as possible when I'm recording. And also just like in general for playtime to try and have them, on my games, I try and have them be as relative to what I actually do. I think definitely because it's like, am I gonna use Ember? I think I'm gonna use, yeah. Definitely for what I'm trying to do, I'm gonna just play it as legit as I can and back up my saves often, so if I lose something, then I'll be able to, ooh, no, I'll be able to backtrack. Quinn, no, sweet heavens. I don't really, my team is like dead. Hilda, please. I think all Hilda can do is just slow this down. Hilda, my beloved. Oh yeah, moves like Tail Whip hit both opponents because it's double battles. Oh, that did nothing. Please poison. Wurmple, please! Yeah, this is going to be an incredibly slow battle. Unless Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna use a water gun because it could probably have water absorb. I'm surprised they didn't give Looper access to Earth Eater, if I'm being honest. Earth Eater Quagsire would go wild. Earth Eater Quagsires haunts my nightmares, jeez. It's not an official ability, that's a signature ability of, I think, Earthworm from Scarlet and Violet, but it's just a busted ability. I think Earth Eater, if I'm not mistaken, it negates ground damage and absorbs it into HP, I think is what it does. Alright, well that was a very painful battle, but I got through it. I gotta go heal now. I think I need one more level in Wurmple to see if it'll evolve in Silcoon or Cascoon, and of course, I got another encounter on the last tile. I'm gonna catch this other Zigzagoon though. I don't know if Dean's gonna survive without a potion. Probably not. I'm gonna Ember. Oh wow. I'm assuming. I think. No. It was Mareep that said it was more balanced. I think it said. No, but you have to think about it if it's talking about in the sense of like defensive as in special defensive, or defensive as in physical defensive, or offensive as in like special or physical, because there is special and physical splits in the stats in this game. So I'm either gonna have to clarify with the creators, or I'm just gonna have to find out myself. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I gotta go heal immediately. I want to catch a Zigzagoon though. I'm probably gonna have like a bunch. Is Pickup even? I don't remember if. I'm pretty sure Pickup is in this game. If it's not, then I know for a fact that Linoon still does get access to Covet and Thief. If not, Pickup ability. Because I was very recently having been a thief from Roggenrolas and stealing their Everstones like nobody's business. Ziggy! Hopefully Ziggy has an okay ability. Even if it doesn't have good stats, I feel like Linoon is definitely busted as like all Helix. Because boy, I gotta tell you, this is Linoon gets much better moves than in the main series. Actually, I take that back. I think it did get access to Belly Drum in like Gen 3, but that was also really busted. I'm just saying, in terms of this game, it's really good. I feel like I'm gonna like introduce a lot of Pokemon that people don't really use or don't typically use. Can I go here now? I think a certain amount of time has to pass before I can go there. I'm not sure exactly. I'm gonna test around and see. Maybe this will be a 3-hour stream for the first episode. Okay. Where is? Okay, it's right in my face. Oopsies. Oopsies. Network PC, storage system. So Pickup is in game like I thought. Okay. Oof. 0 defense. Oh my goodness. That's gonna sting. I'm pretty sure if there's like nature changing things, there's of course gonna be ability changing things. But Furco in this case is gonna be more helpful because with Pickup, if it's holding an item, then it can't steal another item, I don't think. Like, it's not set to where, it'll just put it in your bag, I don't think, so. Moon is actually pretty okay. I'm gonna need a Pokemon with Hypnosis as soon as I can. I'm gonna box Hilda for now. I'm gonna use her later. I wanna, like, use as many Pokemon as I can. I mean, eventually I'm gonna live dex, I guess not really live dex. I guess final evolution dex. What is available in this second part of the chapter? Wurmple. I'm gonna think of a nickname for Wurmple later, and I'm gonna try and evolve these other two because I'm gonna play for another 30 minutes and an hour, so 90 minutes more. And then I think I'll have an okay standing. Hopefully I'll be able to do the first gym in this recording, and yeah. So this should be the one of Furco, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Wait a minute. Sheesh. Oh my goodness. Those stats. God damn. Those are good. Better than average, I would say, definitely. A C, I mean, a C of course is lower than a B, but it's better than an F or an E. F, I think, is just literally 0 IVs. I think E is in game, if not something like in between D and F. If not, I think then D is before in this case. There's so many things like I'm not entirely sure of because of not picking up this game for a while, and I had been wanting to wait until like more of it was done. But I figured there's already like 15 plus hours in the game available already, and especially if I'm gonna do it like how I'm doing now and like uncovering things as I go, and like also like sharing knowledge of little secrets and Easter eggs and things like the phone calls or the puns in the game, and even cooler things like, oh, you'll see. Hopefully, I think I can actually find one of the things that I'm most excited about very soon, like the Pokeball thing. I think I'll have to unlock that either with a trigger from talking to someone or interacting with something. There's more encounters down here, but also, yeah, actually, let me go down here for a little bit. I gotta get Ziggy to like, I think level 10 or 11, if not 12 or 13, and I think that's when Ziggy will learn either Covet or Headbutt, something like that. If not, Covet is later or earlier down the line. I don't remember the exacts because I think movesets were very differently altered in this game. Unless it has Covet now. It's very possible it has Covet now. Do you have Covet? No, you don't. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Wurmple can have Poison Body in this. I think I have an antidote. If not, the healing crystal's literally right around the corner. Imagine I find a shiny this early. I think it's happened to me before. Not in this game in particular, but I think definitely either in main series games or in like other Pokemon games I was playing. I have this really bad habit of just like catching everything I see and not thinking, oh, if I find a shiny or a legendary, then I'll be doomed. And I kind of want to be self-aware. As self-aware as I can be. Because if there's a cool Pokemon or a Pokemon I know is rarer or harder to get, then of course I'm going to catch it. Because I try to 100% games as much as I can. Like, this game was basically designed to where you have to, like, put together different teams. And I struggled with that a lot in my normal playthrough before I was recording. I said this a lot, but genuinely, if you don't broaden your horizons and use Pokemon that you wouldn't really think initially to use, then you are like a dead man's walking. Trust and believe, even the older Pokemon that you may like also either got buffs, debuffs, or just they're different in this game. And I feel like with fan games especially, Pokemon games in the fan genre that introduce their own stat changes, their own rule sets, or their own even Fakemon or regional Fakemon like this one, people often like look down on them or say, oh, they changed too much, it's bad because you're going away from the normal formula. But at the same time, isn't that what fan games are for? To be different? And I'll be playing a whole slew of different games. Different fan games, different Monster Tamer games. Like, I've been playing Moonstone Island recently, which like just came out a few days ago, and it's been a blast. Like, Moonstone Island is amazing. And I'll probably be stress test recording it, seeing how well it like shows up, because I want to do like sort of like tutorials or short videos saying, oh, how to get this, how to get that, etc., etc. I've been trying to answer questions as much as I know of or can in the Moonstone Island Discord, and it's really cool to find things out with other people as the game is very new and like I'm just exploring it as they are. I have an ungodly amount of hours in Moonstone Island at the moment. as much as I'd like to not admit it, I am a greasy gamer. Indeed. I think Ziggy may level up from this, I'm not sure. Ziggy, please. Please, Ziggy. Let's go! Alright. Let me look on... I'm gonna save again and back up my save real fast. I forgot, because it's been a while since I backed up my other save. I did my first backup when I had the Cynical and Eevee only, and now I'm gonna have this be the 7 Dex backup. I'm gonna try and back up as much as I can because I don't want the instance to where I either catch a shiny and then my game gets corrupted or something like that. Very unlikely, but at the same time, it's a possibility. As things are being play tested and things are new. Are you serious? Are you? God, I'm so tempted to catch this, but at the same time, like my Wurmple is like probably almost gonna evolve. I have 3 Wurmples already. It would only be a matter of like, oh, if there's a chance my Wurmple doesn't evolve into one or the other. Ooh, excuse me. I really should catch this because I feel like my luck is going to be terrible and I'm just going to get Cascoons instead of Silcoons. You know what? It's going to be a great experience if I kill it though, so I'm just going to kill it for now. The days where I'm just like grinding levels are probably going to be like the toughest of days. But actually, no, wait. In the early game, there's not really any good grinding other than like wild Pokemon, but even then it's pretty okay. But there are level trainers in Poke Centers after some point. I think I'm thinking like soon, maybe towards the end of this recording, before or when I do the first gem, there's a level trainer available. So like when you're just now starting, you pretty much have to just ember a few Silcoons or Cascoons or just get by the first few levels. See, that's already a lot of experience. That's already like tons and tons of experience. How? That boosts his physical attack. Itself and allies. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna get rid of Tackle. Wurmple did not level up. That is interesting to say the least. I wouldn't take Wurmple as a Pokemon that takes a lot of experience to level up on just a base level. Just like thinking about Pokemon like, oh, starters or legendaries, they have a rougher EXP curve. That's interesting to say the least. Does this Wurmple have a... No, it doesn't have the Pecha Berry. What level is... Yeah, I'm gonna put Wurmple in the front here. I think there's a rare encounter here. I just don't remember what it is. It may have been the Cascoon. I won't lie. Okay, there's one more encounter I still have not found for the daytime. And I guess later today, because it is a real-time clock, like I said earlier, later today I may come back on stream and try and find the night encounters. Oh! That is a nice surprise. That's a nice surprise. I forgot what type this was. I think it may be Fairy type. Cloud9, I forget it gets that. Oh, wow. Yeah, this would be a good support pivot, I think. Because going again, like, all double battles is going to be hellish if you don't have good, like, tanks for support pivots. Yeah, this is a huge W, even. I'm afraid to keep poison... Lord Bidoof cursed me with incredible stupidity. You know what? I have 10 Pokeballs left. It'll either die from poison, or I'll go out a hero trying. Please. That was much easier than I thought it would be. Okay, well. Never punished. Oh, good God. And Wurmple should evolve, maybe? If it kept the same level. As it is exposed to daylight and happiness, its cloud slowly grows. Pichu rides it around with a glee. Aww! It's like, what is it called? Nimbus from Dragon Ball Z? That's adorable. You know what? I'm gonna name you Nimbus. Oh, it's in my party? I think I... Okay, well, let's situate this first. Wurmple is evolving. Which one will it be? Well, at least that reassures me. That reassures me a ton. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. So I think that's all the day encounters for here, right? Yes, it is. And the night encounters, there's only one difference here, thankfully. But I'm pretty sure it'll probably be a rare one. So I'll just look later for that. Let me heal real fast. And then let me go to... I don't think I can go to the route where the Wiglets are again, as in terms of like getting a new encounter there, until I get like a fishing rod or surf. Because I don't think there was grass over there, if I'm like remembering correctly. Let me look at the wild radar here. Oh, I missed 3 whole encounters. I know that the Twiggy Taillow is here, like I said earlier, the one that one of the scientists were using. Lotad. The normal, I think Hoenn Lotad? Yeah. Very nice surprise. I actually don't remember how soon this thing can evolve. Like, I know level 14 is Lombre, but when can I get a Ludicolo? Because evolution stones early game, I think, are very hard to come by. Or evolution items for that matter as well, because I know some of them aren't classified as stones, but still in the same ballpark. Let me turn on the music just a bit. But as I was saying, yeah, I don't know how soon it can fully evolve, because fully evolved Pokemon early game are important, or even second stage Pokemon, they're still important. Cause like that boosts the stat even if it isn't fully evolved, because you can always just run Eviolite. It's still really good, it's still amazing. And I realize I don't have many Pokeballs left. I did catch quite a few Pokemon, to be fair. Not many of them gave me very much trouble, which is very surprising. I always have better luck on camera. It's quite frustrating, but also really funny. Oh, this tall grass is giving me lag, bro. Oh no. Oh, I forgot about you. Oh my goodness. I think that is maybe what I named Henry. Yeah, I think that's what I named Henry. It's a grass and normal type, I think. Oh my goodness, I love this Pachirisu so much. It's such a good pivot. It's such a good, like, interesting... I think it's tanky. If it's not tanky, then it's really fast, but, like... I think it hits, like, really... I'm not trying to describe it. It's either tanky, from what I remember, or it's, like, tanky and moderately fast, and it has to, like, set up. Like, it has work up, as you just saw. Oh, I regret getting rid of Tackle on Quillen. Okay, let me just switch into Dina. Actually, Dina may hit too hard. I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt on Dina, because it should resist it partially, because it has a Wonder Skin? Excuse me? Excuse me, Silco? Wait a minute. It went from having Suction Cups to Wonder Skin? I thought it would have kept Suction Cups, but what is it gonna keep Wonder Skin then? Are you telling me that if I wanted to keep Suction Cups, which I'm thinking makes status changing moves more likely to miss? Good God, that is good. That is good. I don't know if it's gonna change when it evolves again. I could look at the documentation and check, but at the same time, I want to go in as relatively blind as I can, being that, like, yeah, of course I know some about the game from what I did play, but, like, yeah, Pachirisu also recycle, it's amazing, but going into, like, playing it through and actually dissecting it part by part, I really hope it keeps Wonder Skin. If not, I will be very salty. I'll probably just end up catching another one with Suction Cups to get it into Wonder Skin again. But I don't think Silcoon normally is like a Pokemon that you use competitive. Being that this is like a doubles format and like really heavily modded and different. Oh, it has Cheek Pouch. Yeah, this is I'm getting this one. It's gonna be different, and if the creators actually intended for people to use a Silcoon in competitive, then I guess I'm using a Silcoon in competitive. Like, I'm just saying, like, guys, you have to use teams, and you have to use Pokemon that you would not, like, initially think of or turn an eye to initially, and it's so rewarding. It is so rewarding and so nice to have that, like, breath of fresh air. Oh, okay, so I can't throw the ball if they're... Okay, that makes sense. But it's so nice. And there's actually another game that has like a similar approach called Pokemon Dregs, where it's like you can't have like a certain Pokemon above a certain base stat total. It is so good. Like the plot, given that like, oh, you're in a region where Pokemon that are quote unquote good aren't here, etc., etc. Like it makes you think outside the box. Like, why are these Pokemon hated? Just because they're not the first pick of competitive, they still have their quirks to them. They still have their charms to them. They're still good in their own retrospect. Just because they're not using competitive doesn't mean that they're bad and inherently. And it's just a really interesting perspective. It's just really interesting. Henry. Wait, already? I don't think it was level 10, was it? Was it level 10 already? Yo! What? Okay, well, I guess we'll see what ability Silcoon has now as a Beautyfly. Wait, is it an electric type? There's no way! Oh my goodness. This is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. Oh my goodness, yo! It's a bug electric type. That's so good. That's so good. Volt Absorb. That's huge. That's huge. That's actually huge. I can like switch in. So now I can switch it on water and electric moves because Willy has a water absorb. That's amazing. Damn, that's good. Nimbus. What do you... Okay, Cloud9, like I thought, yeah. This early, I don't think Nimbus gets very, like, viable moves this early on. But, oh my goodness. That's really good. I'm really happy with that. I don't know what I'm going to name Beautyfly. I have to think on that for the next recording. I don't think I get a move, name raider very early. I'm going to have to, like, check. I'm probably going to do a little bit of leveling off camera. If it runs with shiny or anything, I guess I'll just boot up the live and be like, hey, find a shiny. I don't know. I'll have to see, because I'm not really, I guess, used to, editing it, like, editing videos in, like, different formats. And so, eventually, I may just, like, either keep this as a live-only series and have other series where I do, like, record parts of it live and just edit it down. But I think because of how, like, in-depth this game actually is, I feel like being off camera some moments for, like, grinding or catching a lot of Pokemon or evolving a lot of Pokemon, I feel like it really just depends on, like, the connotation. Because if I were to have, like, evolved the Wurmples off camera, you would have missed that shock. Like, the pure wonder of a Volt Absorb bug electric type. It's beautiful. It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna check out and see again if this is really a time-based event. I know they've got some, like, really, really good developers on this game, but I have no idea if they were able to make it a time-based event. So I want to just check in every now and again. It says someone's to check the other machine, but which machine? I feel like that's a trick question. Wait a minute. Can I click here? Is there a trigger here? I thought... Okay, I feel like I'm close to it. Like, I have the general consensus or the general thought of how to do this. There's no way that trigger is there for no reason. Wait a minute. There's no way it's that machine that your boy was at, was it? Is it this one? I don't think so, is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to look around then. I'm just gonna... I don't think I did interact with this. I don't think I did interact with these. Oh boy, I'm lagging. So I got Silcoon, I think. So I need Cascoon now. I went completely opposite. I thought I would get Cascoon first. And that's just the net diary stuff. Yeah, I gotta find out what... Oh no. I didn't mean to click on that. Oh no. Oh goodness. Okay, I can go away now. Ooh, okay. That has a questionable numbers. Am I not gonna find it? I want to find this Easter egg, this secret. I just don't remember how I did it last time, and it's bugging me so much. There's no way it's the very last one, is it? No. I forgot these are dual. Oh man, it could be literally any of these. It could be literally any of these. I think I already went in that room. So the machine that was in there is this machine. Like, without a doubt, it's the same pattern of floor and everything. How do I fix it then? I think there may be a yes or no answer, like turning something back on, but I don't remember what it was, if anything. Okay, I'm gonna have to find out, because I think after a certain point, if you progress after a certain point in the story, it either unlocks it, but you have to come back for it, or you have to like do some sort of trigger. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact there is an Easter egg there. I'm pretty sure. But at least that gives me a little bit more lore now that I've realized that machine that was there in that room was in the other. Okay. It's getting, I think, yeah, I think it's getting to be around nighttime with the real-time clock. It's 5:45 p.m. at the moment. I wanted to get both Beautifly and Dust Talks. I don't remember how Dust Talks looks. I don't remember what type it is either. What? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, the Ladybug and the the names escaping me. Ledian. The Ladybug and Ledian in this game are modeled after the Power Rangers, and they all have their own little abilities and little moveset changes. So that will be very interesting and very tedious to collect all of them. Yeah, that's going to be very tedious, but for the live decks, it would look beautiful. I'm pretty sure they all have their own sprites and everything, too. Yeah, remember to hydrate, y'all, because I need to go fill my water. And I think that maybe for now, I wanted to do a 3 or 4 hour stream for the first episode, but there's just so much to go into. It's so little time, because I also have to do some skits and some shorts later that I wanted to do of this game and other games. And as I'm going to be leveling up off camera, or if I do record it, it'll probably not be on live for every little moment, as much as I want to. The strong sense of righteousness makes people believe this kind of ladybug appears in Alyssa to fight injustice. They travel in squads of 5, so there are 5, maybe more if they have the shiny variants too. But as I was saying, I want to do so much on this game. It may be a long series as well, alongside some other games that I have planned that are just about as in depth as Pokemon Rosen. I'm really hoping that when the next chapter or next act comes out for this game, I'll be able to keep my save file because I'm going to be doing a lot in this game. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to the developers and see if we can work something out. And being that most of, if not all of my Pokemon that I capture will be on camera too, maybe that'll help things be more smooth and more progressive if I do decide to contact the devs and ask about save files. Because they do recommend people starting over because things do change a lot from update to update. But, yeah. I'm going to see if the night cycle starts at 6 really quickly. And if it does start at 6, actually, that's about an hour 13 for me. I really want to play for another 2 hours or so. But I think I'm going to look for the Twiggy Taillow. Or another lady, but that works too. That works too. I'm going to check the wild later after this to see exactly if Ladybug will also appear at night. Because I do not remember this being here. I didn't do very much of the Pokedex before, like in depth. Like how I'm doing now, how I'll be playing at night and day for the different encounters without changing my real-time clock system. And so it'll be as accurate as it can be, or relatively so, for the playtime that I'll have. So I really am excited to see things that I missed when I was playing through the first few times off camera, and just, yeah, I'm really excited for this game. I really gotta level up Ziggy to get Covet and Headbutt, though. Let me see if Ladybug is both a day and night. I would think so because of the theme of being superheroes like Power Rangers. No, it's not a night spawn. So Twiggy Taillow must be the night spawn then. Because I think you can get them as early as this. If I'm not mistaken, that is. I want to catch one more Ladybug before I go, but I know I'll probably have to end things off relatively soon. So let me go to my PC and I'll save real quick after I heal. And then that will have to be the end of this live series recording for episode 1 then. As much as I want to not help myself and record a little bit more for episode 1, video's already gotten a bit long of me rambling on and going back and forth just a little bit. That's all the joys and all the funs of doing a live series. You get to see the nitty gritty of it, you get to see some awkward and anxious moments, but also really funny moments. Like how I cannot talk for the life of me, and how I literally had to resize the screen to see the font. To be fair, I had it on a really low size before, and my eyes ain't the best, y'all. Okay. I was gonna say, did I lose the place for the PC? I think these are differently named signs. Yeah. I didn't even look. I just ran past it. Alright. I want to see their stats, actually. I'm very intrigued. Because I think they all have different stat totals, if not Star Force is their ability. Interesting. Powers of attack and defense with Star Force. Okay. They're so cool. And this one has a really good stats. Oh my goodness. Holy heck. Henry's docile, which I think is probably good for now, at least, because it doesn't take away or add from... Oh my god, modest? Yo! Woo! God, I'm getting super lucky. I prefer mixed attack with Ludicolo, but modest is not bad to start off with. Especially because his move pool, I think, generally speaking, is more so tailored towards special attack either way, if you're not counting TMs. So I think I got some pretty good Pokemon so far. Yeah, I'm super satisfied. Holy hell. Holy Helix. I think I want to organize them just a little bit by their type. I'm gonna put Muna in the second box. Because I'm doubting that there's many psychic types this early on. Unless Pichu is a psychic type. Is it? I think it's fairy. No, it's flying. Oh. I strike it as a fairy and flying type, but guess not. So to recap, pick up Zigzagoon, Lotad, Henry, the Rosen Pachirisu, Hilda. I'm gonna have to get the, I think, yellow, red, and black, maybe? It's either yellow, red, black, or yellow, red, pink, or something like that. And then Luna the Muna. And then my team at the moment, I'm probably going to change this around a little bit. For sure, I'm going to use a Linoon. I'm going to have multiple teams either way. So at the start of each episode, roughly, if I do any grinding off camera, I'll come back to the next episode and say, hey, I did this, I did that. This Beautifly is amazing. Dina, my Eevee. Absolute mad lad with these moves already. Quillen, I'm still not over my luck I got with the stats. Oh my goodness. I think I'm pretty okay with this starter team. Now, I do want to use some of my favorite Pokemon that I use in the OG few playthroughs I did before recording and before putting it on YouTube. And so, again, I'm going to be using a lot of different teams here. But I think there's certain Pokemon that will get more spotlight, I guess, depending. But I'll be using everything and anything, really. But one thing I do want to use consistently is a Reflect and Light Screen Setter-Upper. And, excuse me. I think that Quagsire either gets Reflect or either gets Light Screen, one of the two. But I know for a fact that Noctile gets either Reflect or Light Screen. And Noctile is a personal favorite, always have a special place in my heart, not just in this game, but many others. And so, with that being said,